Hey, what's up everyone? So today we're going to build a better Raptor by giving it some upgrades. And those include the Special Products Company CAM Kit and the SDHQ Doubler Kit. Both these are aftermarket options, but I figured since I have the front end all torn apart, this was the perfect time to do it. So let's get it done. All right, so here's the SDHQ Doubler Plate Kit I mentioned. Here's the part number. And as you can see there, this is for the lower control arm, really mounting points. I'm going to call them ears. I think that's kind of appropriate. So if there's something else better to call them, I apologize. But so basically, what these do is these will sandwich or like basically weld straight to the ears and kind of reinforce it, make it stronger by adding some thickness there. It also maintains these factory holes. Like obviously this is not a factory piece, but on the F-150s and Raptors, they have these holes from the factory that are in the same position relationship to the cutout for the lower control arms, and that's so you can perceivably mount a camber adjustment kit. I don't know why Ford didn't do that for like the Raptor from the factory, but here we are. So it maintains this, and that allows it to work really well with this SPC camber kit. So there is some corrosion, unfortunately. Not the end of the world. Obviously, I'll clean it up, and it's not even maybe right here. It's next to like the welding surface, but of course I'll clean that up. Not a big deal. Would have just been nice if it was like this, and had needed no other prep, but no big deal. I'll take care of that. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to add is that I just checked and confirmed these are 1/8 inch thick plates. There's a lot of different options out there for Gen 1 lower control arm mount strengthening, and this system seemed, well, it was definitely affordable. It seemed very straightforward and doable. And also, the way SDHQ has it on their website, I knew it was going to work well with this next thing over here, which I already mentioned, is the camber kit. So let me get this cleaned up out of the way, and then we'll get into that. All right, so in front of us we have the Special Products Company Raptor and F-150 heavy-duty camber front camber caster kit. Long title. So basically, all it is a big old, well, a set of big old bolts, nuts. The bolt obviously has this nice D cutout, and that allows it to lock onto these cams here, and those cams ride in what they call these reaction plates here, which kind of captures them so you don't get any movement while you're off-roading or hitting anything crazy bumps or something like that. So it's a pretty smart kit. I'm sure this is the way lots of camber kits do this. But as you can see, the pins on the back here will line up nicely with the pins already in the doubler kit. I did misspeak. I am going to have to drill a couple holes. There's a couple of ears that don't have the holes drilled, so the SPC kit gives you this nice template, and that gives you a guide on where to drill the holes, and so you can get that squared away. I thought there was a chance I could get away with not drilling the holes because I was using the doubler kit, but it pokes through, and I'd rather have it to be stronger and not like just grind this off or something to make it work. So I'm gonna end up drilling that. No big deal. And here's what it looks like when it's all assembled. So if this is your first episode in the series, and you're just watching for the doubler kit and the camber kit, I am doing a Raptor swap. So you can see all the various Raptor parts. I got all of the normal F-150 parts ripped off, and this is a perfect time to do this. The lower control arm's already gone. Everything is out of the way, so you got plenty of room. So yeah, that's what's going on. All right, so the first thing I'm doing is drilling these holes, and I already got the driver's side done before I realized that I probably should make a little clip about this. So I got everything taped off because I don't want any metal shavings or anything to get in there and mess anything up in the diff or in the steering rack. But yeah, so I just used the template and I center punched and drilled here. Easy enough. I ended up using a step bit just to get through this material. It was just way faster. And then on the back side, you run into the diff here, which is kind of annoying, but this hole's on a slight angle. The 5/16 should have some play in it as far as that compared to that pin size, and maybe I'll go out and I'll clean it up a little bit to get it a little bit more accurate, but should be good enough for now. And now I just got to go do the other side, and then I should be able to clean up the metal and start welding those plates on. All right, I got the ears all cleaned up. As you can see, they're kind of shiny. I had to use a wire wheel to get all this nasty undercoating off, and then I came through with a flap disc and cleaned up everything, get it nice and I guess polished, kind of, to get it ready for welding. So I cleaned up those plates already, so I will just go ahead and start getting these things clamped on, tack them in place, and I'll show you how I do that. All right, so about ready to weld this up, and I just wanted to go over my technique here. As I've been doing on this whole project, I did the passenger side first, and now I'm doing drivers and showing you guys because I kind of worked out my system. So basically what I did was I found a bolt that was the same size as the hole next to the cutout here, and that gives me the alignment needed for putting in, I think they were called the reaction plates. So that'll ensure that both holes are lined up perfectly. So and that also just gives me general alignment as well. So the next thing is I'm really focusing on, when I line this up, getting this top surface, getting it to match, be parallel, however you want to say it. Because that's where the weight of the vehicle will be riding mostly, will be on this surface here. That's where all the stress will be. So that's the, getting blurry here, that's the surface that I'm really paying attention to. And once I get that lined up, I clamp it down. I'll throw another clamp on before I start tacking. And then what I did, I went through, I tacked each one, just went down the line, and I just went through and welded everything up. A little bit tricky in awkward positions. If you're gonna do this, honestly, I would take out your skid plate. You're gonna have better access that way. My jack stands are kind of making that impossible, but that's what I would recommend. Additionally, if you have a lift available, obviously this would be easier. As you can see, it's pretty low to the ground there, so it's a lot of laying down and a lot of blind welds. I don't know if that's really a thing or not, but not easy to see what you're doing. So, all right, so I'm gonna get this side all tacked up, and then we can go on to finish welding. All right, as you can see, everything is tacked in place. Overall, I think it's easier than I thought it would be to get everything lined up nicely. I'm gonna try to carry this light around as I go so you can see the orientation of everything. So yeah, the front and the back are oriented the same way on this front mount here. Then on the rear, it's a different shape as discussed. Pointy triangle going down. As you can see here, kind of matches the frame or the mounts there. And then again in the back. There we go. Sorry for the awkward, shaky camera work, but it's kind of a awkward place. So Now we're just gonna finish weld all these and get it all permanent, and should be good to go. All right, all welded up. It really was pretty quick. It wasn't too bad to get these welded in. Just a little bit of attention to detail and trying to get everything as best lined up as you can, but this weld didn't turn out too bad. This one on the bottom, I got a little misaligned there, and this one, the top got a little weird, but they turned out okay. I think they're gonna be plenty strong, and they're gonna do their job. All right, next let's get this SPC CAM Kit all assembled and put in place, and I can show you how it works. All right, so here's the SPC kit. It's assembled, it's in there. Obviously it's not tightened up, but basically you can see how it kind of functions. Basically, you can rotate this disc, the D cam, and rotate that, and that's how you're gonna get your camber alignment in and out like this. So that's gonna work really nicely. And so basically, I'll show you, let me show you what the original stock hardware looked like, and I'll explain why this is better. So here we are on the passenger side, and I got the stock bolt in, and basically the slot's the same. The slot in here is the same on with these plates or without. So basically what before, all you were doing was you're depending on the clamping force of the bolt and the nut to keep this from sliding around like this. And that's definitely not ideal. It could be easily be pushed, especially with a hard impact, be pushed in most likely, or out, I guess, possibly too. But let me go back to the SPC kit. So basically, if you're having a hard impact here, you still have clamping force from the bolt and the nut. However, now you have a mechanical interference that's not going to let this just drift over, because obviously the disc is going to hit the reaction plate, as they call it. So I think it's going to work out really nicely. It was, in my mind, just smart to do this while I had everything apart. It's going to be, the doubler kit is going to make it stronger, and the SPC kit is going to make it more reliable, so I don't lose my alignment all the time. So next steps, which I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to end up painting the doubler kit here and get that all taken care of and rust prevented, and then on to assembling the front end. So lots of parts here ready to go in, and it's slowly coming together. All right, so hopefully you found that video helpful. It was pretty easy and straightforward. I will say, like, the front end one's already apart, so that was like super convenient to get this done. I didn't have to like get anything out of the way, and the time allotted for this project was like this morning, like a few hours, so really not too hard. Hopefully, if you guys are doing something like this, like you think about these upgrades, I do think that in the long run they're really going to pay off. And if you have any questions, send them my way. I'll be happy to help. Thanks.